We are the only live. But welcome to Doctors and DMs. I am the DM of the hour, Morgan. I'm a cultural anthropology master's student here at UWM. I almost said my undergrad for some reason. Um, and we're having a great day today. And we'll go through and people can introduce themselves.
I'm Thomas Malaby, Professor of Anthropology here at UWM, and I'll be playing Jarl the Oak, a Dwarven Battlemaster fighter.
I'm Luke. I'm a sociocultural anthropology master's student. We'll just mix up what the type of anthropology is every week. And I'm playing Verfa, the dwarf artificer.
Hi, I'm Ren. I am a master's student in English at UWM, and I will be playing Ludvier, the Mystic.
And I'm Matthew Carricker, and I'm an anthropology PhD student at UWM, and I play Valgair Carcanier, the human druid.
Bathed in light.
Bathed in light. Wreathed in light.
Yeah.
It really looks like we're filming you through a mirror or something.
Or we're J.J.
Yeah.
Abrams. We're J.J. Abrams with
Yes.
the lens flares. He's in the Star Trek reboot.
Yeah, Matthew is joining us from the set of the Star Trek reboot.
I had to think of like the closest J.J. Abrams movie I've only actually ever watched the reboot from J.J. Abrams, and that's the only stuff that I've watched for him. He's
That
done
might
other
be the
things.
most infamous lens flares. That
Lens
one.
flare. All right.
Because I think after that one, his wife came to him and told him, "Cool it with the lens flares."
Wives
Your
ending.
friends can't tell you, but
Wives
It's
ending
he.
bad.
My
bad-
players
He
say
has
that
a-
to me, but it's about the mind flares, not the lens flares.
Well,
He
just
does have a flair for the dramatic.
be like my players,
Oh,
and
sorry, Luke. I was stepping on your better dad joke there.
my players just turned my mind flare into a turtle and threw it down a shaft. That's what they did
that's
with my
almost-
mind flare.
Polymorph. It's a
They
great
were-
spell.
They were almost dead, and they're like, I cast polymorph because they had like their big 2 fighters down, and their cleric had gotten intellect devoured, so she was just brain dead for the moment. And they're like, I turned the mind flayer into a turtle. I'm like, okay, sure.
Do they have advantage on saving throws against magic?
They do actually. They have advantage for a certain checks. I'd have to check the monster manual.
Okay, yeah.
But
Wow, that's
he
pretty
failed.
good.
I rolled really terribly, so he turned him into a turtle. And I'm like, all right,
All right.
congratulations.
I think turtle
Yes.
is better than frog. I gotta say, that's an improvement over the typical frog move or rabbit
Hi.
move. They're less
My,
mobile.
Your
one
mind
of
flares have
my-
advantage on
There's
slurping.
usually under there. That's slurping. But what did we do
They
I
last?
want a reality where the mind flayers make 7-Eleven and sell Slurpees, but they've got like a mind flayer logo on them. I guess
brain
that's just
slurp.
Oddworld, but you know.
Yes, it would literally just be Oddworld. Which Oddworld though? That is the question.
It's brandy slush made with brain.
Yeah. So
Brandy.
let's do a quick, like,
Brandy.
2 to
I love
3
it.
minute recap for Balgair, because Balgair's not here. He's woken up in a drunken stupor, being like, "What manticores?" So, what has happened?
Yeah, we were making our way along the northern coast here, looking for signs of Carl, and we did find some, so that was encouraging. And then we camped here, which is kind of maybe an old ruined kind of temple or shrine, kind of more like a little shrine kind of place. And you see, we have a little tent over there strung up with a rope and all that. And in the middle of the night, I think during my watch, some of those monstrous flying creatures that I have been warning all of you about showed up, and that got our attention, and we were able to scare them away. I stepped out of the tent and basically tried to intimidate them, so they flew off. But I was pretty loud when I did it. So our last little bit of information is that they flew off. You can see one of them still there. I think the one with the little red dot.
Oh yeah,
And
he couldn't
we're
fly
right by
off.
this big cliff, I think, right? Because we're by the ocean.
Mhm.
And the loud noise brought a couple of larger creatures. Again, scary flying creatures that if we were traveling underground, we wouldn't have to worry about. Brought them down to us.
And it's at night, So if someone wants,
Yeah.
I'll allow someone to roll for Haya because I presume it's just going to be swing, because that's what Haya does best.
Sure.
If someone has
I
their character sheet,
I think indeed beyond, so I can find him in the campaign here, so I should be able to do that in 1 second.
Yeah. And you can just roll to do things.
I'll just roll him in D&D Beyond, and that should be.
Okay. We can say it now. We're not gonna have Ati, or who plays Haya, for a little over just about a month. So he will be mysteriously absent slash going ahead of the group to do stuff, but he will be back. So
Scouting ahead, if you will.
scouting ahead, doing things, walking around, making his way downtown.
So, are we expecting an intrusive NPC now? Is that the step? Is that what we need? I guess every D&D stream needs at least one intrusive NPC.
I always forget about intrusive NPCs. Like, if I have an NPC in the group, he just walks behind you. He's like, "Oh, yeah, what's Ryan doing? Oh, he's just looking at you. He's like a 10th level wizard. Can he not help with this?" It's like, yeah, I guess he could. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
He lurks
I
until
hate when
called
my
upon.
players remember what my NPCs are good at. Aren't you like a surgeon? Well, who's kited?
Yeah.
Who's remembering that?
All right.
All right.
Pretty sure that's how Marvel writes stories too.
Yeah. Can
Oh,
you
yeah,
Guess that
I had-
tracks.
Sorry.
go ahead?
Forgot what I was saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know it's. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I cast something like right before we
Oh,
stopped.
you had like the loud noises and stuff. Like you were waving a branch. You had a branch.
Oh, that's right. Mage hand with the branch.
Mage
That's right.
hand with the
I
branch.
think that's how you gave me advantage on my intimidation check.
That was right. Okay. All right. So my first bonus action will have to be to cast Magic Stone. Remind me of that.
Okay. And with that, roll initiative. Unless you want to do
I
something
will
else.
roll. I'm gonna. No, I want to.
What else?
I want to
can we
roll initiative,
Okay, initiative it is.
and I'm gonna use my dice in training. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey, Eli, can I ask you
14.
to get me one of my dice trays? Thank you. 14. Is that a 4? Poor Ludwig.
That's
Or
a
that's
7.
It's a 7. Oh, it's even better. Even better.
Can I just say my favorite spam calls are the ones where the phone number is supposed to look like yours?
Yeah.
It's like,
So that's like a deliberate choice as a scheme.
it's got to be.
Well,
Like
they're
the first 3 and the
Luke,
last
what's
4
your-
numbers are the same. What's that?
What's Verifa's dex?
3.
No, like your okay, but you're like your dex score.
Oh, that's a great question.
it's probably 17 or 18. If I had to guess.
16.
16 or
16,
17.
the same as Haya. So I'll let the DM decide who goes first because we tied on an Haya and Verifa tied on initiative at 14.
We'll
And
just
you're all got a
go.
16.
I think Haya should go first because he's.
Well, we could say Haya. I was gonna say, well, Verfa's here, so Verfa can go first.
Oh,
Right. He's
if,
also sort of engaged on this side. Haya's looking out the back.
That's true.
If the order makes it so that Haya goes immediately before or after Jarl, that would make sense to me as well.
Oh, that's true. That would be easier for me probably just to do one than the other.
All right, let me get my thing up. 16.
Hashtag metagame.
Hashtag metagame. Well, at that same point, you're going at the same time. So, well, all of the initiative, what a round is like 6 seconds. So it's like, it really is just, when do you go slightly before me? And if it's a player character, it doesn't even matter. So.
Well, yeah. So Morgan, if that's all right, then I'll just do Haya right after my turn, assuming nobody got 15 on their initiative.
I don't think. What did Balgare get?
We rolling d20s for initiative.
Yes.
That's an 11.
Plus
I
your
don't have any
dex mod.
modifiers. No dex mod.
Jarl. You got a 15 Jarl or 16? Yeah.
16.
And then Haya.
You know, I think of Balgear, I think of 11s. You know, couple 12s, but mostly
Straight 11s.
11s.
Okay. And Verfer got a 14. And then Balger got an 11. Does he have anything bonus to that?
No bonuses.
No bonuses. Okay.
I do not like going early.
You're like, oh
You
no,
like
I
the
have to
battlefield to
think.
be set up for you.
I have to
Yeah.
think about what I want to do.
I like to be
Ren
responsive, you know.
got 7. And
Every
then
time we just all
Farrington-
opt for Jarl to go first.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Jarl
I
goes
can't
first,
wait
and then
till
it's
we get
round
that kill
table.
move.
1, 2.
Then it's popcorn order.
Yeah, you go.
Popcorn initiative. Let's go.
That would be an interesting twist.
Okay, he's right there. Okay. Manticore is going to do a tail spike.
They're going first, huh? One of them.
What? Well, yeah, I rolled them both together, so they're going first. They rolled good on their
Okay.
initiative. I suppose I could have done it separately since there's not a lot of people in the combat. All right.
One day I'll get mastery and then we'll get some kill moves in.
That doesn't hit. That also doesn't hit, and that one does hit. I presume your AC is less than 20? Or,
It's
yeah.
18.
It's 18. Okay. So you take, gotta get out, a die.
What is the
Take
overall order?
9 damage. I will post it.
9
Sweet.
damage. Wow.
Yikes.
Tail
That's
spike.
significant.
I need more Leinenkugels.
More lightning kugels. Haya is spelled hi. Yeah, because I capitalized the I as well. All right, now it's Jarl.
All right, my turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I am going to... How high in the air is this thing?
They are currently just walking. They're not flying. They're just walking.
Oh, they're not flying. Ah.
They can take flight.
Okay.
But they're just kind of coming. They're just walking.
Do we...
Okay, then... Go ahead.
No, sorry. Your turn.
So I am going to throw a light hammer at it.
Okay.
So that is, let me just roll this. I'm going to move it 5 feet closer to me with my crusher feet. But I'm also going to expend a superiority die and make it fall prone. It has to make a strength saving throw against a DC of 15.
Okay. So let me get his.
And I'm going to add some damage to my damage roll too.
Is he at a disadvantage or anything?
Nope.
Okay. And he's
Not
rolling
until he's prone.
He's rolling a
for something.
dex. Con.
Strength saving throw DC 15.
DC 15. He just makes it. He got a 15. All right. So he doesn't move towards you. Oh, that was what that phone call was. Okay. What else are you doing? You're throwing an axe at him, right? Or
7 feet turn. Second attack. So I want to close the distance now. actually almost close the distance. No, I do want, if he's not prone, I don't want to close the distance. I want to get, if I can move myself here. Yeah, I just want to get so he's 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
And that I have cover against the other one. So I'm thinking of this spot right. If I can get this ping thing to work, I can't do it on my Mac very easily. But if I can move my guy.
What is their reach, Morgan?
Their reach? So looking at them, you can see that, they have, big teeth that they could bite. They have claws. Those both look like melee weapons, or melee, so probably like a reach of, 5 feet.
Okay.
And then their tail spikes, you just watched them shoot the tail spikes. So that one is a ranged
Yeah,
attack.
so I want to be just, I want to be just out of its reach.
Okay.
So that if that means 10 feet, I assume as a fighter, I can assess that pretty well because I want to make use of my polearm master if it comes within range.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Oh, so then I'm going to throw another light hammer.
Okay.
Sorry, I still have my second attack, everybody. Sorry about that.
Oh, did we lose him?
Oh, we might have.
Let me throw the...
Oh.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, you were frozen for a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yep.
you.
All right. So did you hear that attack? So I hit with my second light hammer attack for 6 damage, and I'm going to spend another superiority die for a menacing attack.
What was?
So it needs to make a...
Oh,
What's that?
What was your roll to hit?
It was a 20. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 26.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was like, you're assuming that you're hitting, so I
So I
presume
assumed
that
it
you
hit.
had
Yeah,
a big roll, but
Yeah.
yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 damage, another superiority die, which will add to the damage, but they need to make a wisdom saving throw against a 15.
Against a 15.
And here's the additional damage.
They fail that. So I got to color code my Manticores here.
Great. So he can't willingly move closer to me, and he has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in his line of sight.
Okay. And then how much damage did he take overall?
So from the second attack, he took 7 damage.
Okay.
And the first attack was 15, so 22 overall.
22. Okay. Very good. Cool. Alrighty. So now it's Haya's turn. And Haya is at disadvantage for most things because they do not have dark vision.
All right, then Haya is going to rage.
Rawr. He's angry at the night.
And I don't play barbarians. If I should wait to rage until I'm within range, I don't want to like screw up by having him not take damage or something.
Rage is like a minute. So if you need to re-up rage, it's rare, but I mean,
He has to either attack something or take damage on that round, right? I bet he has a ranged weapon here. So he's gonna, I can't move his token, but he's gonna close the distance as far as possible behind the same pillar, basically next to me. I doubt he could attack, but he wants to get within hand axe range and attack with his hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
So he throws the hand axe.
Okay. Oh, he's frozen again. Oh.
X, and he gets a 20 dirty.
Okay, that hits.
I hope so.
Yeah. So I don't know if I keep cutting out in and out for you guys, but that was 9 damage for Haya. But I also made a mistake, Morgan, that I think we can solve quickly.
Sure.
I made a mistake with Jarl. I've been playing in these campaigns, my other campaigns, higher level characters. He only has 1 attack per action right now, so you can subtract 6 of the damage I did from the Manticore,
Okay.
and it's not frightened.
Okay. So
Okay, that'll solve that.
16 and not frightened.
Yeah.
Why do you look so guilty? Eli just walked in looking really guilty with his food. I don't understand. Okay.
And that's it for our turns. Did you move Haya?
Yeah, I moved Haya.
Where is he? Oh, yeah. I was thinking on the other side by me, so that he wasn't
Oh, like that?
in danger of the tail spikes from the other one. Yeah.
I gotcha. How much damage did he do? You kind of cutting in and out.
Haya did 9 damage, I think.
9 damage.
Check my
Okay.
log.
Okay. Good. Okay. It is Verfa.
Of course it is. I did not cast Magic Stone last time, correct? That's what I said I needed to do my first turn.
Yes.
You told us to
Okay.
remind you.
Okay. All right. I can't keep track. I left my notebook upstairs. Okay, so I will throw my returning dagger. Which one? I have to be. I don't want disadvantage, so I'm going to be. I got +6. All right, so I will move. Can I move?
Yes.
Okay. Out here. Throw that bad boy. Is that? It's only a range of 20 feet. It looks like it's about 20 feet. 6, dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
And then 1d4 plus 4. 2, 6.
6. Okay.
And then the bonus action would be Magic Stone.
Alrighty.
And then what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. That's where we're at.
Okay. Balger.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Balgir's gonna wake up, and has it been from a hungover stupor, or maybe he picked up a wee tummy bug, and he's just been out of it. But now he's something danger. Danger has come as a scent to his nose, and he's gonna move at the side of the tent, going east, all 30 feet of his movement range. And then he's going to cast Spike Growth. Or should he? Would that just force the Manticores to take flight? That maybe it wouldn't work against winged
It's
creatures.
going to be hard for the one that's prone to take flight. So if you're going to hit somebody,
Perhaps related. Where did Verfa see hit the Manticore? Would it have clipped a wing? Could I be that lucky?
Okay, so you didn't do a called shot. So I presume you mostly just hit the body of the Manticore rather than like a soft spot like a face or the wings. I don't know. Give me like an evens or
Actually,
odds.
perfect.
Evens or odds?
Yeah, say evens or odds.
Odds.
It was an even, so you don't get a choice. If it was
All right.
odd, you would have gotten lucky, maybe grazing hit or something. But
That's right.
next time, do a called
Oh.
shot, and then you can say I would like it to
All
hit
right.
the wings.
I had it like in the chamber for the Magic Stone called shot, but so I wasn't thinking about it.
Okay.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Spike Growth, and this is the one that's prone, right? It's the one that's been shot down and has the damage. So all the grind around it will turn into thorns, and as we established last time, when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage. 5 feet it travels. So
how high is it?
Does that just mean that nobody's going to be able to come in and finish off the Manticore? How high up is it? I guess that's up to the DM's discretion. But if you get damaged by it, then on a human, it must be wading height, right? So maybe 3 feet.
Okay. So that'll definitely damage him if he takes flight and goes up. He definitely would take damage going out of it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I still have my finger on this ellipse, so.
Well, I mean, if you could allow for a melee attack without wading into it,
right, like
that might be. Yeah, I think that might be better.
Plan B is that I play my Shawm, so. This is the only damage dealing.
I don't know. You know, I'm going back and forth. Balgar, why don't you go back to the original way and see if we can bait him into taking steps toward me?
Right.
And then I get a free attack, and it moves through the spike growth.
It doesn't help if we can, you know, like rope it and pull it towards us, correct?
You could, something like Thorn Whip would totally move it through the spike growth. It's very powerful. Yeah, why don't you bring the ellipse back where you had it?
Is it?
Even okay, sure. Let's do that.
I mean, I can push it. I can like telekinetically pull it, yank the boy.
Yeah, I can move it 5 feet once every turn, pretty much for free if I hit it. I also have a pushing attack, which if I want to spend a die for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Lud and I can move things around kind of for free, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, Balgar will stumble out of the tent, bleary-eyed, looking for danger. He'll see this large beast in the distance and get to work with his druidic magic.
Okay, so you did that. Spikes. Okay, and it is now Ren's turn.
All right. Well, first things first, I want to look at the Manticore in front of me, and I want to use a 2 side point move or a sight to learn its resistances and invulnerabilities and vulnerabilities.
It has none.
Okay.
It has no vulnerabilities.
Cool. Including resistance?
No resistances, no vulnerabilities. Okay. It knows common.
I don't get to know that hilariously.
What I imagine we would know that, maybe.
I've never run into a Manticore before, so
I mean, I don't know.
It's like a book reading thing for me. As far as the wall to the right of it, how heavy are there? Any loose pieces that look sizable enough?
What do you mean by sizable?
I mean
like a hobbit throwing
max
a stone?
50 pounds.
Max 50 pounds, so like a bread box size.
Yeah, we're talking like a boulder.
Okay.
But like not like 100-pound boulder.
So like a bread box size boulder. That's about 50 pounds.
Yeah,
okay,
probably.
Okay.
Quick question, Morgan.
Yes.
Because I'm playing Haya for Haya, and I'm not super familiar with the character, but Haya has Slasher, which, since he connected with the hand axe, he can reduce the speed of the Manticore by 10 feet until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
So can we do that?
Yeah, we can. We can indeed. Yeah, there's boulders like that. It looks like they were kind of built on, roughly chiseled stones. So there's boulders that are like, yay big, that are as heavy as you want them to be.
Okay, let me see if I can pull this. I need to see what my side point total is right now before I start burning a ton of them. I need... Okay, yeah, I can do this. Okay, all right. I'm gonna use my move psi attack with 3 points for
Okay.
this one. And this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that piece of rubble and off the wall, put it right over the Manticore and drop it.
Okay.
And the Manticore needs to make a Dex saving throw. Let me check the specific thing it has to go over.
Dex saving throw.
Yes, it needs to make a Dex saving throw. The DC is not high for it, but
I mean,
I'm hoping because maybe it's prone, it'll be fine.
I rolled low, so it's current. I rolled a 7 total. So
DC is a 10.
So yeah, if he failed.
All right, it takes 4d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 4d6.
Wow.
4d6 bludgeoning. Do you want me to roll that? Or do you want me to roll it?
I mean,
No,
the
it's
stone
46.
does
46. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, the stone is doing the damage. My action was just to move it, so I guess you should roll
Here,
it.
I'll
I can
do
roll it. It
this.
doesn't matter.
We'll do that. I'll roll it in so you can see.
Oh,
13.
not bad.
Very.
That's breaking even.
That's average.
Pretty much average, yeah. Pretty close.
You know, just it wouldn't be a great, stat ability, but doing damage is pretty decent. All right. Okay. So you did
All right.
that.
Big rock.
And this Manticore kind of mutters and kind of is not looking too great. You kind of see him, rub his head sort of thing and just kind of like shake off, and he's not doing great. So now it is the Perryton's turn. So this guy's drunk. You guys drugged him with mushrooms or marijuana or something.
Oh, that's right, Galgar. I grabbed the same mushroom that I'd shared with you, and Verfa was able to scent it like human flesh, so it went for it, and now it's having an episode.
It's having a time.
Mild episode, but yeah.
Right.
But the other guys, they flew away because of the noise. They're staying away. This one might get a little bit closer. They might get a little curious.
All right, yeah, these two smaller icons.
On the south, they're going north a little bit. They're hearing the commotion over here with the Manticore, and they're like, "Oh, okay, like maybe we can take advantage." You kind of get the idea that maybe these Perrytons are scavengers who hang around the Manticores to just pick up whatever was left. So.
I'm getting that vibe for sure.
All right. Now.
That.
Indeed. Now it's the Manticores. So this guy is prone, and his speed is reduced.
Yep.
How did he get prone? I presume someone else made
He's probably got a concussion now too.
That was my my
that was your
trip
thing.
attack.
Right. And then.
And Haya reduced its speed by 10.
I was like, okay. So he gets up. So let's see. Manticore. So if he gets up using half his speed.
His standard speed.
Half its standard amount.
Like not half of his reduced speed. It would be half of its normal movement speed to get up.
Yeah, so. Wait, let me. Well, I guess he's just gonna. I think he just kind of shuffles forward. I think. He's gonna shuffle forward.
Huh.
Hit you.
So it takes damage and spike growth, and I get an opportunity attack.
Yes, because his flying was. He might have just been like flying. I can't get out of this or something. Because it made sense looking at the speed wise. I'm like, he probably would just shuffle forward and then do something. So
it takes 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And you want me to roll now?
Yes.
7.
Nice.
Okay, 7. He takes
And
it.
I got 17 to hit. Does that hit, Morgan?
That does hit.
Okay.
Oh, you broke up. Did you say what the damage was? Oh.
Okay, I'll roll my damage. I got max die on that. Let me try just without a mic, and then I can just see if this is any better.
Okay.
Max damage.
Tell me if I break up at all.
Okay. Did you roll damage? Attacking.
Now I'm not hearing you guys. Okay, this is driving me officially crazy.
That is
I couldn't
A.
even hear you in my laptop without the headphones, so whatever. I don't know what's going on.
Whatever. So damage.
For mine,
Yes.
13.
13. Okay. All right. He's looking beat up. But he is still within striking distance, so he's gonna swipe at you.
Beep.
A beep. So he's going to. Looks like he's going to bite once and get a 19. He's gonna really.
Yeah, hits.
That hits, so he's gonna really beat up on you. Looks like.
Dang.
Because you are the closest to him, and that's how far he can move.
Yeah,
So.
that's my job.
So you're gonna take 7, and then he's gonna do 2 of those. Looks like one of those misses, but one of those hits. Oh, and that's not a D8. That's this.
We all get like a.
And
Since we're all standing next to each other, do we all get a reaction?
you always get a. You always can, unless it says it's a triggered reaction. Like if you have something that is a reaction, you can just kind of use it whenever.
Can I move?
No. Reactions are like as a reaction, you can do
Right.
X.
I never
Do
remember.
something happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 7. Also take another. You take another 7.
Another 7.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that is
Really
his
worried
turn.
about
Alright.
what Manticore number 2 is gonna do.
Manticore number 2 is coming at you. All right.
I'm at exactly half my hit points right now.
Gape.
Oh,
Is it my turn, DM?
No, I gotta move the other Manticore.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's gonna go this way. I'm gonna do a flying thing and land on the shrine.
Can't imagine what shape I'd be in if I hadn't found that plate armor.
Yeah. And he's gonna shoot at
Ugh.
Haya, I think. I think he's got line of sight on Haya.
He's got at least half cover, right?
Yeah, he's got cover. I'll roll for cover.
And he has resistance to piercing, slashing, and
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage right now.
That one doesn't hit. That one won't hit. That one won't hit. Okay. So tail spikes miss because they keep pinging off the wall.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's him. And then it's the Manticore's. Now it is Jarl's turn.
Okay, then I am going to attack with my quarterstaff again.
Okay. Yes.
You're back now. Did you hear the 18 to hit? Okay.
Yeah, okay, 18
and
hit.
now, okay, and the damage.
Oh, you froze.
and then move it back. I'm going to move it back. If you can hear me now, move it 5 feet back right now.
Okay, so he's going to take thorn
And then-
damage. That.
Yeah.
Right.
2d4.
Is this?
Move it back 5 feet, and then I want to spend my bonus action on second wind and regain some hit points.
Okay.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, he's dead.
Thorns.
He dies. So you
The
kind of
thorns.
He died.
The thorns is sort of like a ground cover bush, right? It's not like a radius, like that. It's over them.
No, it just 3 feet up from the ground. 20
Okay.
feet in now.
It's like when you're
Radius.
going through like a maybe not like quite like a bramble patch, but you're trying to pick raspberries. I always think of like the
Gorse.
thickle bushes that you can kind of go through, but you also have to like be careful. So he's dead. So he kind of, you push him back, and he kind of stumbles. His wings are catching in all the thorns, and he just kind of, kind of does this exasperated gasp, and then just kind of like falls into the thorns.
He died.
He died.
Damn it!
You're like, my plan.
Every time I plan something, no. For once, I have a plan.
I want to say like welcome to Magic, because every time I have a thing planned, I'm like, oh, I can do that, and I'll do this, and I'll play that. I get to my turn, and I'm like, what happened to your board state? I had a plan.
All I
Oh,
have is a
Commander.
pocket full of feisty rocks. Sorry.
That is definitely a Verfa thing. I got a pocket
Yeah.
full of feisty rocks.
He probably would have yelled that.
All right, and speaking, so it's Haya's turn. If Thomas is with us, but we can do Verfa if
Oh yeah, it's high. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just moving closer to my router.
I got
Yeah, so Haya is going to. Well, he doesn't want to step into the spike growth. He's going to throw a hand axe again,
Okay.
and that was a 9 to hit.
Are you trying to hit this blue manticore?
Oh right. I forgot the one died. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll throw at the blue manticore exactly,
Mhm.
and it was a 9, so I assume he missed.
Okay, yep, 9 misses. Okay. So now it is Verfa's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna rethink here. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Now, what you can do if you want to like have a reaction built up for like moving or something, you can hold your action and kind of do like an if-then statement.
Right.
You can say, "Hey, I'm going to hold my action. If they come towards me, I would like to like backstep or dodge away," sort of thing.
Right.
You do give up your bonus action and reaction when you do that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But it would also be something if you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to see what they're doing. And then...
Yeah, my whole deal was making use of the bramble patch. So that's, I mean, the odds of that other one coming that way is pretty slim.
I don't know. We got cover. There might be a way we could. I could push it around. I could probably push it into it. If it lands.
And I mean, I assume it can see the
Bugs.
bramble patch, that it wouldn't run that way, intentionally.
They don't seem like unintelligent creatures. They don't seem like
Right.
smart, but they're not unintelligent.
Right. It's not going to be that reactionary to run into the.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
But Balgir did ask if he has enough spell slots. Can you cast Spike Growth twice? Yes. The other Spike Growth will go away though, because I think that's a concentration spell. So you just recast your concentration.
Let's wait a moment, because if it lands to attack us, I can probably push it into the spike growth.
Right. Okay. So
it is concentration.
I always have to think about two-weapon fighting here. Okay. You make an attack with a light melee weapon. You can use the bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon. If it has a thrown property, you can throw it. All right, but I can't make a melee attack. And the Throwing the magic stone is a action, I assume. Let's just do that. Let's just oh shit. Bramble patch there. Bulgar, get rid of it.
Not yet, my friend.
No, I'll just come over to this side, hide still behind the pillar. And I'll just throw a magic stone. Let's just do that.
Sometimes
All right,
you just
range
gotta
is-
throw a magic stone.
What's that?
By the way, Verfa,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reaction to give you an extra half of your movement speed if you so desire to move more.
Oh. Hold on, let me measure. It's a little metagamey. Sorry. All right, yeah, we'll do that. So then I'm going to move this way instead. And so from like here, I will throw the magic stone, and it's, flat. Try to find the flat sort of, skipping rock style pebbles when I cast it. And so I'll chuck it kind of sidearm frisbee style, and I'm aiming for right between the eyes just in case.
Okay. So if you're doing a call shot for like face, you'll be at a disadvantage.
That's fine. What is it to?
13 HP? Great. Sweet.
Throw it has 6 feet. Someone else takes it.
You
Adds
guys ever
mine.
notice when it gets so hot and the beer just evaporates from your glass? You ever noticed that? Where's it gone?
It's so
All
hot,
right.
it just disappears.
So
That's
intelligence.
I heard that bars have a policy of giving you free beer when that happens.
All right. With disadvantage, 12.
12 total. That will not hit.
Rat farts. All right. So now I'll just keep running. Hide back there.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right.
I'll just shout, "Sorry, guys!"
I feel like you got there, you like throw the stone, you went, well, fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
I'll be over there. All right, so that's fair.
I'll be back here if you need me.
Balgair.
To miss again.
Yeah. So I'm currently concentrating on the first area of spike growth.
Yes.
So if I want to move, do anything, that has to disappear, which I'm okay with. Now, this Manticore here can still fly.
Yes.
So maybe spike growth's not the best thing in the world, but plan B was my shawm. Your
Sham.
which is sort of wailing, nasally, medieval wind instrument. So it sounds like a or like a like a when you
Very, very, yeah,
Rustic.
very piercing or something. Yeah.
piercing, you could say, yeah. So, is there any chance that I could use this in order to have the Manticore respond in some way? Does the Manticore
Like, are you trying to like
hate?
snake charm it, or?
No, but if the Manticore hates piercing sounds like that, then maybe I could draw its attention, allowing my comrades to hit for damage.
Oh, so you're
You know?
trying to like distract it.
That's right. Roll for I'm trying to distract.
I guess roll for
Performance.
Yeah, so roll for performance. And I guess I'll do like an intelligence save against it, like.
Okay.
Kind of
Or a
just.
contested check or something.
Yeah.
So I have no other ranged attacks, and the spike growth's not going to work. So I'm going to try a performance with my shawm, But Balgare has a -2 in performance.
But you
Okay,
could also, doing that, Balgar, you could sort of walk over toward behind that wall kind of thing that's right there, but
Yeah.
toward Verifa, right? So that if it does decide to come toward you, it's more likely to be at least above the spike growth, if not in it. It's on the ground right now.
I deleted my icon by accident.
I'll bring it back.
That's not a good portent.
There he is. He's right there.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to move over behind the wall, but I want to make sure that the Manticore can see where the noise is coming from.
Maybe sort of
would
play it as you go. You know?
Yeah.
unless you would, yeah, like a Pied Piper. Okay, cool. So I need really good rolls here, but I believe in myself. I think that
I believe in you
Balgare's
too, Balgar.
something
Yeah, me
good.
too.
Yeah.
I wish I could help you.
Okay. There isn't anybody out there who does have anything to help with Sean playing. No. Okay.
No, well, I mean,
I'll shout to you. You gotta wet down the reeds first. Suck on them for a second before you start playing.
Yeah. Who needs buffs when you have Lady Luck? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
I can't think of a way of using
Yes!
a tandem tactic
Yes!
in here.
way to go.
Yes.
Go!
Oh, that was awesome.
So that's a 16, right? Because you got a -2 or whatever.
That's true. Yeah.
But it's
true.
So
still
you
it's
now
fine.
have
Still
to
pretty
beat my
good.
16.
I still got a feature 16 with my intelligence, which is not great. So that's cocked. All right. This die is really cool because it has gold and red, but it also has gold numbers, so it's really hard to read sometimes. But that was a 6, so he failed.
All right.
You have
Yes.
Fairfa is
Hold-
fighting the urge to record him playing on a magic stone.
Perfect.
The Manticore Piper.
Manticore Piper.
That's what they
So-
call me.
You do this and move, and the people with dark vision kind of. Oh wait, Haya's supposed to be rolling a disadvantage for all these things. That's fine. For hitting because he can't see very well.
Oh,
But you kind of stumble your way over by this wall because you're like, okay, here's a wall. I'm gonna do this while you're just pretty much just
'Cause I can
blowing on
hear-
this sham.
I can hear people saying, "Watch out! There's another one out there," and Balgar's thinking, "Well, I can know where it is if it's over here with me." So he busts out with Sham, gives a little melody, a broken melody.
Oh man.
Didn't you keep the spike growth up though? It disappeared on my screen.
I think it's concentration based, isn't it? So
Yeah, but you can play your instrument.
Yeah, you can
I mean,
do.
you're not casting another spell. You can always.
all right, no probs. Get it back.
Yeah,
It's
just a
fine.
little down. There you go. Perfect.
So he is distracted until his next turn. I think that's a good way of doing it. He's distracted, so people get advantage on him.
Excellent.
And yeah, so that's happened. And now it is Ren's turn.
Let me check what I want to do here. I really want to hold on to the last 2 PowerPoints just in case. You guys might need to move around, so I'm not gonna.
Might have a budget presentation later.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
So I think what I want to do is I want to use my energy beam talent to shoot a wave of let's go with cold at him.
Okay.
So he needs to make a dex saving throw.
He needs to make a dex saving throw. What's the DC?
DC is 15 this time.
He has failed.
He has failed. All right. Well, this time I get to roll. So he will take. Come on, let's do a good one. 3 cold damage.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I swear that thing gets better as time goes on. That's also just a shit roll.
All right.
And I think I'll just leave it at that, to be honest.
All right.
See no reason to reposition or anything. So yeah.
Okay. So that is your turn. Now it is the Peritons. Let's do a save. Other Periton, would you like to get out? Con save like 13 or something for them, maybe. They failed the 13 con save. He's still like drunkenly trying to do something.
God, that poor animal.
So.
Why is he coming by me?
Cause he's just smelling around, man. He's very confused. He's a very confused antlered bird.
I'm gonna measure again. Damn it.
You know, now is the perfect time to try for Balgier to try and tame an antler bird. I'm just
Did you
saying.
say that it was eating human flesh earlier?
Yeah, specifically, so Peritons. So actually, you told this story because I kind of just presumed that Belgair might know about Peritons. So
Yeah.
So Peritons are, you know, they have antlers. They have the head of an elk on the bird of the body of a rock. And you know them because they're in mountainous regions, so you've probably seen them or heard of them in your area.
Yeah.
And they like to eat human hearts specifically. So they will eat everything, and then they'll take the heart and take it back to their nests.
Did you also mention that Balgir knows that from personal experience?
I don't know if you want to do it by personal experience or if it's just hey, I heard these things from villages that have Periton issues.
What happens when you fall in love with a bird that has antlers that eat your heart out?
These guys can fly a long way. Okay. Alrighty, so that is the Periton's turn. This guy is just meandering about aimlessly.
Why couldn't he meander the other way?
Okay, well, here, I'll do a little.
You will next time.
No,
It's pet time.
You're
That's
like,
where
nope,
he went?
I have planned.
No, it's fine.
It's pet time. It's
pet
time. Balgir needs a pet, a flesh-eating pet.
No, you
I don't
might
know if
be
you
right.
can tame monstrosities, but I mean, you could try.
I might try. I mean, I haven't done much else.
Okay, so that is your turn, or that is my turn. Now it's the Manticore's turn. I get two animals in a row.
Okay, distracted Manticore.
Would he go towards? Would he just go towards the noise? Yeah, he'd just go towards the noise. He'd be like, fly. Heh.
Oh, he's fallen right into the trap.
So he's flown over here.
Not
How
quite the
high
direction
above the
I
ground
expected.
is he?
I mean, the path of least resistance. He's going towards the sound. So he's kind of he flies up here and he lands trying to see where that noise came from. He happens to see all of these people.
You remember to set a trap, right, lad?
I have a trap for my next turn. Yes.
Okay. Well, let me get
But I have to do it on my turn, so he needed to be in range. Now he's close enough that I can pull it off.
So he's probably gonna go for. He's probably just gonna do a tail spike. He's probably gonna hit Lud because he sees Lud.
Try.
They're kind of in half cover, maybe. Yeah. Ah. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay.
That does, like, it would just kind of like fly towards me and then roll off the inertial armor.
Oh yeah, because you have inertial armor on. Yeah. That will
Grapple
not.
is always your action, isn't it?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
there's some that are like gives you a bonus action. Like if you hit them, you can grapple.
Okay. Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah. And then he's gonna shoot Haya again, and he does hit. I have the dice here. I had the dice here. Oh, there. I put them off of my little roll thing. Okay. And Haya takes 7, so I slash that in half. So he takes 3. that's the Manticore's turn.
Okay.
So now it is Jarl's turn.
Okay. I think what I want to do. Let's see. I'm gonna go here. And hit this thing with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
That
Does
was
it
a
hit?
17. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay. So I do 8 damage, but I'm also going to spend a superiority die
Okay.
and try and push it 15 feet. So it has to make a strength saving throw DC 15. Not
Okay.
ideal against these things, but
Where are you pushing it? Are you pushing it directly opposite of
I'll
you
show you.
into the tent?
I'm actually
Ooh.
trying to push it toward spike growth. So I want to take it 15 feet this direction, basically to here. What I'd like to do is in 2 pushes, because I have a bonus attack. Oop, I don't know how I moved there.
Oh, it just you
Um,
were in between 2 squares, so I picked one.
oh, what I want to do is be able to push it with my first attack, and then if I have to close the distance, I have to close the distance, whatever.
Oh, okay.
But I'm trying to get it, if it fails its saving throw, to go to 15 feet, which is here. And then on my next attack, I'll take it another 15 feet and put it into the spike growth if it fails again.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also add an additional 5 feet for free on there. So I'm definitely going to do that. So it's a
Okay.
DC 15 strength saving throw.
He succeeds on that saving throw.
Ah. All right, I do want to move him 5 feet automatically toward the spike growth.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to attack with the other end of my quarterstaff. This is why I was thinking I had 2 attacks, but I couldn't do it that first time. And this attack is an 18.
Are you doing two attacks?
So here's the deal. I had my light hammer before. I don't get 2 attacks with my light hammer, but I do get. I get with my quarterstaff. I get 2 attacks with my bonus action because I have polearm master. So
Okay.
that's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And the damage on that, if this will roll, is 6.
Okay.
I'm going to spend another superiority die and try and move it 15. 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay. So that's another strength saving throw.
Yeah, DC 15.
Alrighty. He just barely misses it, so you can push him 15.
Good. And he takes 4 damage from that superiority die.
Okay.
So if you could move him the 5 that I moved him automatically, and then an additional 15, please.
Kind of pushing him into high. That's fine.
Maybe past highest, sort of, to that spot.
Eh.
Kind of right around there is what I was thinking. Then I'm going to close the distance.
Be like kind of in there. I always get confused with large animal movement. So
and I'll give you an extra half movement on your as a reaction if you want too. So
thank you. I think I will need it at the end here. I think I'm done right now. But is he already in the spike growth DM? From that, I wouldn't think from 20 feet he'd quite be there.
I don't know. Well,
just to be honest about it.
Let me just look up something.
Measure from the center, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd be partially in it actually.
Yeah.
And that counts.
Okay.
He entered the growth.
Yeah, so he'd be like
scrapes him by the knee.
Yeah, by a sharp scrape to the
all right.
20.
And then once you move him there, DM,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to close the distance. Maybe I have to use some of that movement from Ren, however you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Put me here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to action surge. Take another set of attack actions. I'm going to hit him again
Okay.
with the quarterstaff. 17 plus 7 is a 24
Mm-hmm. So that hits.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my last superiority die and see if I can push him 15 feet into the spike growth.
Okay, so when he touches the spike growth, he takes damage, and then when he goes through it, he takes damage, correct?
Right. If I push him across it every 5 feet, he'd take damage as he gets pushed across.
Mm-hmm. So Balgir, if you want to roll, I don't know. Oh, he has to roll
2d4?
strength to not get pushed.
Yeah, he's got to roll the saving throw again if I get
My
lucky
finger
here.
is on
So
the buzzer.
he succeeded that strengthening saving throw, but he's still going to take some damage from touching the strength.
All right. Well, it was worth a try.
Mm-hmm.
So do I roll the 2d4 or just 1d4 or?
I think it's just 1 square worth, so I think that's just whatever the one when it starts its turn there. So I think is that just 2d4 when it starts its turn?
I think so.
When it starts its turn. Okay.
Okay.
Where's our initiative? Okay, hiya.
Okay. All right. So after that, it is Haya's turn.
What did it take, Matthew, from that? Did I miss that?
Sorry, it'll take 2d4 on its turn.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
So all in his turn, we'll
I
get
think
back.
that was what we came to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. So now it's
Haya's
Haya's
turn.
Yep.
Yep. And Haya is going to make his melee attacks.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 7 is 25
27, that hits.
for 9 damage.
For 9
And
damage, you said?
then, right.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure with the arm blades, does he attack twice per turn with the arm blades? I don't know how he's got these 2 things on both arms, but I don't remember how that works
If
for him.
he has, well, he's what? Your guys are level 4. I don't think he can
Yeah.
attack twice yet.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I think if he frenzies, he can make a bonus attack with it, but I don't want to make him frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that, he is going to slow the movement speed of the Manticore by 10.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so that is his turn. Now it is Verfa's turn.
DM question: how do you feel about non-lethal magic damage?
Like a disabling strike sort of thing? Like trying to, like...
Yeah.
I mean, you could try. It would be like a cold shot sort of thing. Yeah.
Mm.
And if it was like force damage or like...
I won't say anything.
I mean,
That's metagaming.
You could just be like... Because for like quarterstaffs and stuff, like bludgeoning, rather than slashing and piercing, like bludgeoning, you just whack a guy and he goes down. So I think like if it's force damage or it doesn't say what kind of damage it does, maybe that's more easily non-lethal than like fire or cold, because you're not burning something to death or freezing them to death. But we can kind of play it by ear.
So it's poison damage, and so my thought is, there are plenty of non-lethal poisons.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, in Verfa's head, there's something that, I mean, these are intelligent creatures. Perhaps they've seen Carl, or fought Carl, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not intent on killing it if I can avoid it, but maybe we'll go by the rolls. I mean, who knows if I'll even hit the dumb thing.
Yeah.
And then, if it's whatever. We'll sort it out.
We'll sort it out. Yeah.
So I'm gonna scurry down here. 1, 2. I guess 3, because my thought is that it might come towards me at that point. And I'll cast Ray of Sickness. Ray of Greenish Energy. Ranged spell attack against the target. Whoa. Sorry.
Wonder
Which
how
is
Manticore
what?
tastes.
What's
Bad. Probably.
Sorry. Too many windows.
Really, a whole vista.
Mm-hmm. I'd say I have 10 windows open. Okay. 6 attack. So 10. No, 10. Yeah, 16.
16
To hit?
for AC on that guy does hit.
Sweet. So 2d8 poison damage. I shouldn't be using dice in training here. 10.
10. So you do 10
Poison
damage.
damage, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So he's gonna take 10. Make Constitution. What's the DC?
Good question.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Where is that in? 14.
14. He fails.
Sweet. So then it's also poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. And what does poisoned mean?
And then since I have movement left, I'll hop back here.
Okay. Sounds good.
In the hopes that, flashy movement is drawing him in.
Okay. It is now Balgir's turn.
Excellent. So now that I have successfully gotten the Manticore's attention and we've taken advantage of that, I am going to use my 30 feet and try and get in the action here. So it's 20 feet to the end of the wall. And then 10. So I can basically come out to here. And I think I'm going to keep playing my Sham. See if I can get its attention over here even more, since now we're coaxing it, we're coaxing the Manticore. We're really and it's really lulling into a set that a trap here. So alternatively, it's not really much I can do. A melee attack, but as a druid, I recoil, of course, whacking it with my. I have a spear. Range 20 feet, but surely. Oh, that's when it's thrown. So that's about 5-10 feet away. So no good for a melee attack. I could throw the spear, but I'm gonna, since there's precedence on it, the effect of the performance, I'm just gonna roll another performance check at -2 and see what happens. And if it's a negative, then I have it coming. Do you have Thorn Whip? Not yet. No Thorn Whip just yet.
I didn't prepare that one either, or I would have used it already.
Okay,
sure.
so yeah, I got a good feeling about this, but who knows? Okay.
So you're trying to goad him into walking through the thorns towards you, yeah?
Yeah, I play the Sham again, coming out the other end of the wall. But I only get an 11 this time, which I said was Balgir's number. So
The lucky number 11.
Mm.
And he succeeds at it. So
11. Yeah.
he probably sees you, but maybe is a little bit disinterested in you since there's people right next to him now that he may attack.
You've played that one before.
Yeah. Or he might be like, oh,
He
well,
says in common.
that's prey, but I also have prey right here, so.
He just shouts, "Deep tracks!" Sorry.
Well, Balgir will come out playing the sham anyway. Pumping out another broken melody. Concentrating on the thorns.
Yeah.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay.
How
Very
wide
good.
is the thorn thing? 20 feet or something?
I think so.
Looks
like it's 20.
I'll check the spell.
All right, so now it's Ren's turn while you're checking that.
Oh, it's bigger than is drawn here. It's 20 feet radius, which means 40 feet diameter.
Oh,
Oh boy. Big
well, I
boy.
should be able to just expand the whole thing.
Yeah, it's southward and eastward, kind of. And then maybe you didn't end up walking into it, I would think. Mostly south. How about that?
Yeah.
So you did not succeed in creating your musical illusions. So what I will do instead of, well, actually, how's this thing looking, DM? Just eyesight. Is she looking healthy? Is she looking rough?
Thorny.
She's looking bloodied, but not close to death. You know, maybe half.
So
health.
it's still doing just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will not attempt to murder then. Instead, I will hold an action to use the move Commander's Sight, which is, as an action, you choose one creature you can see within 60 feet of you, and until the start of your next turn, your allies have advantage on attack rolls against that target. So I'm going to wait. If the Manticore remains within, let's say, 10 feet, 15 feet of any of my allies, I will use that ability. And that'll be my turn. Is preparing to hit him with that.
Okay, so you're holding a reaction. Okay, or an action.
Yes, I'm holding an action. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Here, I'm gonna try something here.
Well, careful there,
He's.
Martha.
It'll be fine.
I know.
I'm gonna try to expand your thing here.
I don't know. It doesn't let you. I don't know if it'll let you. Oh!
Whoa, look at that. That was awesome.
You just had
Wow,
you can
that's
click
cool.
you can click and drag and select multiple, so that's just what I did.
That looks fantastic.
That's totally cool.
There we are. Okay.
Is it now? It takes its damage at the start of its turn, I think, right?
Yes. And
Yeah,
it's not
so
quite
I'll
his
roll
turn.
2d for that.
It is the Perryton's turn.
Oh.
And this Perryton is going.
Well, that's a 7. Paying that forward.
This Perryton is going to attempt to om-nom Balgir.
You're gonna om-nom the man with the sham.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
you are making a lot of noise. Also, I'll put the Manticore
Yes,
back
that's
where he
true.
was.
Also, you're a desirable target, if you catch my drift. Look at all the meat on that man.
No.
Nomming the man with the sham makes me want to know work rom-com into there somehow, but I can't figure out how to do it.
So what?
Ball gear.
Hey!
It's just
What
ball
is-
gear and a
30-minute
Perryton, and that's the
weekly
comedy.
This is the meet cute. This is the meet cute at the early in the movie.
What's your
Emphasis
AC?
on meat.
What's your AC,
Yes.
Balgir?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
What's your AC?
My AC is 12.
12. So he does hit you once, and he's gonna do.
Nope.
He tried to gore you with his horns, and then that didn't work. So he's gonna swipe at you with his talons. And he does
Talons.
8 damage.
Okay, I'll take 8 damage and I'll go down to 18.
Oh.
You're no eating my heart, you daft butt.
He just screeches at you. Okay, and then these guys. 10, 15, 20. So that's one Periton. That Periton is attacking you.
Oh, is it?
He's
You
diving
can
at
fucking
you.
move.
They can fly very fast. They're
Yeah, no
birds
kidding.
after all.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I'm just saying, wow. Fast boy.
Fast boys. So they are. He's diving at you. Dive. Oh, and they rolled a 17 plus something, so it's 23.
Yep, that'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay, and since he's diving at you, he does extra damage. Woo. Woo. Okay. So he does 13 damage to you.
Oof. Quite the hit.
Ouch.
And
But I'm a hardy character. What color would I bleed?
40 weight oil.
I mean, did
Because
your
that sure as hell ain't blood.
well?
It's hydraulics.
Well, milk,
Well, here's the question:
right? Like Alien.
Were you? It's up to you. But were they going for realism or pure military?
Oh, I imagine on the inside it's very efficient. Like
That's probably
it's like
it's probably blue, like
Okay.
antifreeze. Like
Cool.
it's kind of like an unnatural color. It's not red then. If
Yeah.
they were
The
like trying,
artificer get a perception check on the blood coming out of blood?
yes.
Maybe after
Oh,
the
no.
fight.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. So you take that damage. Periton is moving towards you. This Periton has drunkenly swiped at Balgare. And now it's the Manticore's turn. So he takes damage.
Oh, does that mean it would have counted as a tavern brawl if we're both drunk? Or no, actually, silly question. Silly question. It's just one of my feats. But...
Is mushroom hallucination the same as drunk in this case?
Somebody needs to tell those birds that after the initial journey, trip, a couple sessions later, they're gonna go right out again. Somebody needs to tell them that.
Also, there's
They'll be
no
dead.
way
We're
that
gonna kill them.
bird. There's no way that bird got a mouthful of anything desirable for it to eat.
Nope.
That thing's probably like, what the fuck? What smells like a human and tastes like formaldehyde?
A
That's the
dead
question.
body.
That's
Okay. Who's next?
So now the 2d4, I think.
Yep, the 2d4 now takes effect. That is
Matthew,
Balgare's cue.
You gonna roll that, Matthew?
2d4 time. Yep, it's 2d4 time.
Oh.
Sorry.
Not
Yeah.
great.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's all right.
It's done a lot of work for us, this spike growth. So
That's right.
All right, so he's not gonna move. He's got two tasty morsels in front of him that he's just gonna swing at.
Oh, he's not moving?
He's not moving.
Awesome. Well, it doesn't affect my thing affects my partner, it's not him, so
Okay,
go ahead.
so he's
Yeah, he
gonna.
can do whatever.
That's the Periton. Need to go to the Manticore. Can he reach? Yeah, he can reach. He can reach Jarl.
neither one of us.
So he's gonna do a bite attack at Jarl. And crits.
Oh.
Oof.
So that's a thing. So he's gonna get. So that's 8 and then 5 and then 3. So you're gonna take 16 damage from that crit.
16 damage. That's a lot. Okay.
And then he's swiping twice with his claws at Haya. What's Haya's AC?
Haya's AC is 16.
16. So one of them hits and he takes 8 damage slashing, so 4.
4. Got it.
All right. That is the Manticore.
And now it's Jarl's turn. What's that?
At this point, Louvier's just gonna call out, "Hit it with everything you've got," and then a light glow is gonna appear around the Manticore. You guys, everybody has advantage on their hits against it for a whole round.
That's gonna help Haya. That's gonna be good. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will make my attacks.
Okay.
So the first is a dirty 20, but with advantage. Well, exactly the same. All right, so with my main attack, I hit, I assume.
Yes.
And the damage was 12.
Alrighty.
And then with my bonus action, and I'm going to move it 5 feet.
Okay,
into the spike growth.
Boop.
And then I'm going to step forward and hit it again.
Okay.
With advantage here on the bonus action attack. Also, like dirty 20 in a row, all from the same.
Wow.
That's crazy. I rolled 13s 3 times in a row, but I have advantage. Let me try again. All right, so that was 16. So I hit with that for
how much?
I'm still rolling that for 7.
It's for 7. Okay, he's looking rough. And then how much damage does the thorns do? Balgair?
2d4 for every 5 feet it moves through.
Okay. Do you want to roll that?
So he did. Yeah, he moved. I made him move 5 feet through it. That's cool.
Okay. Cool. That's 6 damage.
Woo!
Yes.
Nice. That's better.
Okay, now Haya's going to step forward. If you can have him step forward there. And he has disadvantage on his attacks, but now that's canceled. So he has regular attacks. Or 1 regular attack. Actually, I think he's going to frenzy. It's time for Haya to frenzy. So he's going to get to make a bonus action attack on his turn now.
So many fucking attacks.
Ooh, that was a crit.
Woo! All right.
That's on the first attack. A crit. Do I roll? Oh yeah, it even did the crit for me. So 14.
Yay, kitty. Okay.
And
so you
now
do 14.
on his
He's
bonus
dead.
action attack.
So
he's dead. Woo-hoo!
He's dead.
All right, then
Nice.
I'll hold off on the bonus attack. So he frenzied. Can he close the distance now to the Periton on Lud and do his bonus attack against it?
I don't see why not.
So, right?
You wouldn't think so?
Right.
Or?
So he's
Yeah,
like,
I would think that would be fine.
Yeah, he's got the movement for it. So he's going to move over by that Periton, and that next roll was not with advantage. That was just an 11. I don't know if that hits the Periton.
That does not hit the Peritons.
That's a shame.
Okay. So now it is Verfa's turn. I've acquired cat.
Yeah, so since that feller's dead, or lady, I don't know. Climbing is half speed, right?
So where?
No, what am I talking about?
Just so I know, where is Haya located? Is Haya at the point where we're flanking?
I would say so. Yeah, he's probably like right yonder.
Okay,
he's right
well,
there.
cool.
Yeah.
That affects my planning, so I appreciate it.
So I think what I want to do is climb up on this rock.
Okay.
And I want to use my whip, but not as a melee attack, but like as the use of an object, and try to get the Periton pulled, into maybe hook it by the horns and pull it counterclockwise around into the thorns.
Okay. Sure.
So maybe is that Dex? Maybe.
Yeah.
Athletics, maybe, or
Athletics.
Or are you just talking about the hit roll or the kind of move? If you grapple it, you can move a creature. Rules as written for 5e.
Yeah, with that might be a grapple, I suppose.
Yeah,
right?
with your whip. So you're whipping it.
Kind of Indiana Jones style.
And then just throw it away. Yeah, maybe do a grapple.
Okay. Does height give me advantage on it? Probably not.
Nah.
I don't trust that die anymore. Whoops. So what is my modifier?
Your modifier probably.
If you're proficient with the whip, right?
Yeah, if you're proficient with a whip, you get a +2. And then
And
if
then
your dex,
which would
because
be
it's ranged.
+3.
Yeah.
So
All right.
plus
So
5 total.
5 and 14, 19.
19, you hit it.
Yeah.
So, and then you can do a athletics check.
19 plus whatever.
19 plus whatever.
For
Okay.
strength, yeah, your athletics.
20. 30, 20.
Wow. Pretty good.
All right, so he failed. He did not get past you. So I could say that you could probably pull him somewhere. I mean,
Yeah. So my goal is to yank him like over here into the
okay, so you're
thorns.
pulling him. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you could probably like get him here, maybe.
Awesome.
Sure, I'll be nice. I'll be nice like that.
Okay.
Pull this poor drunken man, drunken bird.
It's kind of the rule of cool. It's a smart move. He's got the upper, he's got the high ground for leverage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, yeah. And then I suppose maybe for movement, I'll just hop back down here, so I'm a little bit shielded.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so that's Verfa. Now it's Balgir.
Rule of cool.
The rule of cool indeed.
Right, these peritons are all about. Okay, so the whip currently has the burden coiled. Is the burden coiled or released from the whip?
I would think that I would release it.
If that's true, then the best
I
thing for me
wouldn't
to
want to be
do-
dragged along with it.
So, because you have thrown it into the thorns.
No, you kind of, release.
Catch and release.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where that currently is. It's the closest threat. So the best thing I should do is attack it with my spear again.
Sure.
Yeah, you got reach.
That's right. So I can attack from a square away, or do I have to? Yeah, because the spear I can sort of, it's a long.
Yeah, you don't need to move up to it. In fact, if I can shout across the battlefield, because I got nobody in front of me right now, I say, take a step to your right, by which it means a step toward me, and then do it.
Okay.
Yeah, now do it.
So
Because you'll force it to move through spike growth to attack you. If it.
Jarl suddenly becoming the Grand Master in Balgir's quest.
So I get a +2 with the D20 here.
Okay.
According to the character sheet. So D20 +2, come on. 8.
8.
Ugh.
It misses.
Yeah. Okay.
I suppose technically I should do like some sort of save to see if I can get the whip back. If it's depending on how tangled it is.
So
No,
this
that's
thing,
how they're
so
designed, right?
Right.
The peritons are, that periton is paralyzed anyway, so it's probably not like holding on to it because you poisoned it. So.
Fair enough.
I missed with my spear, and I'm happy with. Well, can I use up the rest of my movement, or is my movement used up?
Yeah, you can use the rest of your movement if you want.
Okay, so it's 5 feet, 10 feet.
Over by me if you want.
Hoisted by my own petard here. Yeah, 10, 15, 20.
We have been squeaking through there the whole time and not taking damage.
Yeah. Okay, I'll move over here, and that'll be good for my turn.
Okay.
Well, I'm in a bit of a position here.
Uh-huh.
Haya's moved up, so now Haya can see the blood if I'm not careful. Which means that Ludvier is going into like, all right, you fucked with me mode. Time to do something about it. And I'm going to draw the ornate dagger, and as a bonus action with 3 psi points, I'm going to cast Lethal Strike.
Okay.
And now, since I'm in a perfect position to get advantage on this fucker, I'm just going to blow right through him.
Okay.
That's the plan. All right, let's see if either one of these hit. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, Lethal Strike at level 3 adds 3d10 damage to my blow.
Alright.
So that's what? God, that's 20 damage already, and then 1d4 worth of damage. So that's that would be 22 points of damage from the blow with the ornate dagger.
This bird is not doing well.
And I know that thing's magical, so I don't know what the fuck it's gonna do.
Let me actually look up. I think I actually wrote down what the ornate dagger does. Let me look it up. You know, it might be best if I didn't just have one notebook for everything. So I'm like looking at it, like I was like, oh hey, that's this campaign. Oh, that's the Savage World Cyber World campaign.
Just put it like make a Rolodex of abilities that the knife can do, and just spin the Rolodex and pick whatever one comes out.
I could indeed do that if I wished.
That would honestly, unironically, be a really cool magic item. A magic item that has like 100 different abilities that it can do on a hit. And you just spin a set of cards, and whatever one comes out is the one that you do and you commit to.
Yeah. So you do that, and you kind of the dagger doesn't add anything to it, but you definitely feel the organic blood seeping onto the dagger doing something.
Okay.
So it might give you a bonus next turn or something.
I'll use my movement to kind of contort my body away from Haya and try to keep the side of with the blood like out of line of sight.
Okay.
And just move and 15, like 20 feet here and sheath the dagger again.
Yes. Organic blood. What's UHT?
Well, actually, I can't move if the thing is still alive. Does 24 damage just kill that thing?
It does not.
Or is it still up?
It
does not.
Okay. It looks very hurt, but it's not quite
Then
dead.
I will not move because I'm not ready to incur an opportunity attack on that thing. But I will like contort my body to try and hide the strike.
Ah. I haven't watched Blade 2 in a long time. Norman Reedus is in Blade 2.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is. I was watching
Next you'll be telling me Hideo Kojima wrote Blade 2.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Hideo Kojima to actually steal things from Blade 2. And Blade in general. That whole trilogy was a treat. Blade 3 in particular was less of a treat. But Ryan Reynolds was in it. One of his earlier roles as most of the characters that Ryan Reynolds plays.
Yeah. This bird is healthy as crap. I did not expect it to just take that hit.
Oh, no, it did. It looks really damaged, like almost dead. Like you did a number on it. But not quite. It's not quite dead yet.
Darn.
Yeah. So after Ren is a Periton. And so you just did a bunch of damage to this Periton.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to be able to dive attack you, but he's going to try to gore you with his horns and swipe at you with his talons. What's your AC?
17.
17. Well, the goring hits for 6 damage.
All right.
So not too bad. Not too bad at all.
No, not bad at all, honestly.
And then one of the
I'm still above half.
Is going to take... Can you roll his d4 damage for that Periton, Balgare?
Yes.
And this guy.
1d4 or 2?
2. I mean, if that's what it says for starting its turn.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. This guy's going to dive at Haya. Okay, so 5 on this guy. So he's going to roll to get unparalyzed.
Now I gotta know what this ornate dagger does next turn. I want to know what the buff is, so I'd have to use it again.
Oh man, so this guy's unparalyzed, but will be his next turn because that's at end of turn. And then this guy's diving at Haya. So he is going to do a gore attack and a talon attack. Yes, so one of them. Okay. And his AC is 16? Or their AC is 16, so...
Wait, who are we talking about?
Haya.
Yeah, 16.
Okay,
Yep.
so he gets hit by both of them.
Okay.
And so one of them does 18 damage, so that's 9.
Wow.
And then the other one does 6 damage. One of them have
3?
extra, yeah.
These things are not like, I thought the Manticores were going to be the tough ones, and I'm sure if we had let the Manticores do their work, they could have really wrecked us. But I thought these birds were just fodder. No, these things like actually pack a little bit of a punch.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hey, what, like 25 HP? That's still like a hardy monster, but it's not like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, just because we're getting close toward 4 o'clock here, I can maybe stay a few minutes late, but I'm just gonna. Is it my turn? Can I?
Yes, it is your turn.
Step in there. All right. So.
Yeah. It just got to your turn.
I'm gonna move over here and attack. We don't have advantage on these, do we?
No.
Okay. Oof, he misses. I missed with my first attack. That was a 9.
Oops. Does not hit.
But I've been hitting a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
The bonus attack, another 2. 2 9s in a row. I keep rolling the same thing in a row. All right. Well, that's it for Jarl's turn. Haya is frenzying, so he's going to attack twice.
Okay.
26 on the one that's almost dead. So he's going to roll damage. Ooh, nice. 13.
That hits.
Is it still up?
Well, you hit it. You have to roll damage for it.
I did roll the damage. 13. 26 was the hit. 13
yes,
was
yes,
the
he
damage.
is dead. Yes, he is dead. I thought 13 was
Excellent.
to hit.
Sorry, 26 to hit. It's all in D&D Beyond if anyone wants to look at it. And now the second attack on the other Paraton that just came up.
Screech.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, and then damage on that
Eli.
is 9.
9. Okay. He takes it. He takes 9. Alright, and that Paraton is dead. And so are those Manticores. Although those Manticores did a lot of damage. I don't think you quite realize how much damage they did.
They did. Yeah, I used my second win and I got 13 back, but I was really pretty wrecked for a little bit there.
And then they did 16 with that crit. Pain.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm back down again. I think Jarl has 20 out of 46 hit points right now.
Do we have a party healer right now?
Druid?
I'm the closest thing you have.
Artificer?
Okay, I can take a discipline that lets me heal with power points.
I have healing word and cure wounds, but that's about it.
Okay.
All right, let's see what happens here. See if we live through it.
Verfa, it is your turn.
Damn it. Okay. So what was I thinking?
Stabbing, whipping, attacking.
Yeah, I think I'll just do an attack and then an offhand attack because I don't want to move out of range of this feller.
Okay.
So I'll just use my 2 dagger. Well, actually, because I have the whip in my hand yet, right? So to put it back and then take out the other.
That's free action.
Dagger.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So then we'll do that. We'll do a two dagger dealie.
I'm not all.
DM?
Yes.
Does this Paraton, is it paralyzed or does it have any conditions on it right now?
This one was paralyzed. It is no longer. Well, it was poisoned.
Okay.
So poison is like paralyzing sort of thing, but he con saved, so he's fine now.
Okay,
so.
He's fine now. All right.
So both Paratons are fine.
Yes, at this moment.
Pelotons. Wait, what?
Pelotons? We're taking down
So-
the Peloton industry.
Yes. Where's my?
That would be really funny, and you should, if you ever have mechanical Pelotons made by mechanical Peritons called made by artificers, they should be called Pelotons.
Yes.
Yeah. All
Like
right.
lower half
So
of bike, top half of bird.
plus 3.
My cat's like, what just happened?
All right. So we'll attack with the returning one first because then I get my bonus.
Okay.
And do I have simple weapons? No. What am I doing? My brain is not functioning. That's a D12. All right. 18 to hit.
Hits.
Well, 18 plus 6, so whatever. And
Hits.
then 1d4. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
And then 15 to hit.
Hits.
And then this is where I don't add my bonus,
Yes.
right?
You don't
2.
add your bonus to this one, so 2. Okay. Okay. He's not looking great. He's not dead yet. He's not looking great.
Okay.
And then, so that's Verfa. So now it's Ren. That bird died.
Bulgair.
Oh, it's Belgair, right. My brain just skipped over him. Belgair,
Yeah.
would you like to stab at Perryton?
Yeah, so the one that Furfa just attacked is still alive.
Yes, but it doesn't look great.
Okay. Okay, that sounds great for Balgair. He's gonna move back into where he was before, and he's gonna attack. He gets +2 on his attack, so come on, 18.
18
Nice.
hits.
Okie dokie. So that 18 then becomes. I'm a bit confused by this because the spear melee weapon has 2 kinds of. Oh, that's for piercing for range, right? So it's got 2 different kinds of damage. I think it's 1d8 melee, 1d6 when thrown. So that's what
Which weapon are we talking about here?
Talking about a spear.
It's 1d6. It's 1d8 if held in 2 hands.
I believe you are holding it in 2 hands, so you get that 1d8.
Yeah, 1d8. Okay, cool. 2 hands. Let's go. 6.
6. And
Yeah,
then
nice. 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. He looks very not good.
Is that plus anything?
Well, I had that +2, but is that it says hit/DC? So is that for just against armor
That's
class? Or is
probably
it also
just
for
that's
damage?
probably just a hit. Do you have any strength bonuses?
No, I'm
yeah,
not
then
very
and then it's
strong.
just flat.
Very
Yeah, it's
average.
just proficiency is affecting it right now.
Nice. Okay.
Okay,
So, just a 6.
so that's that. It is now it's Ren's turn. Right.
Yeah, now I just want to know what the fuck this knife does. So, how much time would it take me to like wrap a bandage around one of those wounds?
Well,
just to keep the blood from showing.
They're probably quite large gashes on your chest, actually, because where they were
Okay.
diving in and they aim for the heart, so they
Ah.
you probably have like these decent slashes, scratches, like right in this area.
Darn, so they tore my shirt too. That's no good.
You're
I'm gonna
like,
buy a
I
new
just
shirt.
yeah, pretty much, and you're just like, oh my
That
beautiful
sucks.
shirt. Now you could like maybe grab an overcoat, like lean down and grab an overcoat, but that might be your movement if you want to do that sort of thing.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay, so what I'll do is can I use I have a talent called Light Step.
Okay.
That lets me add 10 movement speed to my movement. It also lets me stand up without taking any movement.
Okay.
So can I use that to grab an overcoat?
Sure.
Awesome.
Sure. You are dedicated.
Yeah, I'll grab my bonus action to do
now,
that, and then
because
I'll
you're doing
walk
that,
over here.
You don't really get a choice of whose overcoat you took or whose cloak you borrowed. We'll figure that out. But
awesome. I just need enough time to figure this out. So then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I will take a hit on this boy to see if we can figure out what the fuck this knife is doing.
Okay.
Cool. So I guess that's since I'm flanking, and well, I don't know if I want to take this with initiative because if this, or with advantage, because if this thing gives advantage and I'm already in advantage, I won't know. So I'm going to stand out of advantage with him and attempt to hit.
Okay.
Just in case. And let's see. Okay, does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. So that would be 1d4. So that's 3. And then it's plus my dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is 6 damage. Oh shoot, I forgot to add dex on the last strike.
That's
that
fine.
Sucks. Oh well.
So
6 damage.
6 damage. So as you stab this thing,
Mhm.
How much damage did you do last time? 24?
24, yeah.
So you stab this thing, and it does like double the damage that you expect it to do. So it does about 12 damage. But at the same time, it deals 6 damage to you.
Oh, that's interesting. So there's like blowback on it?
Yes, kind of.
What does this look like?
It is it kind of seems it's very reminiscent of what the dagger looks like. So it's black with gold I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. Gold like accents, and so you kind of just see when you stab the first periton, you saw kind of this black energy kind of go into it, and it's kind of like doing like a pulsating sort of move. And then when you stabbed it, you kind of saw these extra tendrils just slash and stab right into the periton, but at the same time, it came back and hit your wrist, sort of thing. So like
That's
there's
interesting.
a weird matrix of black tendrils.
And I assume this is like visible enough that the artificer can clearly see it. Yeah.
You're behind a pillar right now, so no.
Oh. So I'll have to describe this later. This is interesting.
You're gonna
Jarl
be like,
and Haya, certainly Haya, maybe.
oh
might
yeah,
have seen a bit
yeah.
of it.
You both
I
of them.
can't see in the dark though.
Haya can't see in the dark. But Jarl would have seen it because the bird's medium.
Okay.
So the bird's not like blocking the view. So you probably saw this happen.
Okay.
So
that's, that's not the on-hit effect I was expecting. And I'd have to experiment with this thing to actually see if it's useful for my character.
There might be other effects, but the damage is what you notice specifically.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Also, it hurts you, so you're like, ow.
Yeah, like, fuck. Okay.
Now, you didn't throw it, so maybe it doesn't hurt you if you threw it.
Oh, well, it's a good thing there's an artificer in the party with who can put a returning.
All right. So that is red. Now the peritons.
I only get 2 of those.
All right.
Well, at the very least, we should put it on this dagger. I don't care if it's me using it.
Okay, so periton starts his turn. Can you roll me spike damage for starting turn?
Yeah, totally. No props.
You got this.
3 this time.
3. So he actually goes down from the spikes. He got unparalyzed,
Nice.
and then the spikes killed him. So
Yeah, that's a great spell.
Goes down.
Okay.
Jarl, remind me the mushrooms that gave Bulgar the high. You eat those normally, right?
Well, it's part of a controlled kind of
Okay.
thing that we do. I have some ideas that maybe you all above ground, maybe this is not for you. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
There's a little fear in his eyes at this. He's still traumatized by what happened to Valkyr.
Okay, so this guy seems like he's not moving. He seems like he's kind of might be paralyzed or poisoned or something. So he
Which
doesn't
one?
attack.
The
green one.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Now-
so I'll attack him.
Yes, it is. It is your turn.
All right, so first attack is a 12.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
That doesn't hit. All right, my bonus action is a 16.
16. That does hit.
All right, and that does 6 damage.
Okay. 6 damage.
And now it's Haya's attack.
Oh, that killed him.
He's frenzying.
6 damage.
Oh, we killed him?
Yeah. They're not very like hefty birds, but they can pack a little punch. Their hit points is like 33. So.
I'll get to take our next turn just for fun. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so I'm going to have to get off the stream, but thank you, Morgan. That was a super interesting combat. I'm going to leave Haya and Jarl in my party members' capable hands.
Okay.
Just a couple things to remember. Haya takes a level of exhaustion after ending his rage, and desperately wants to sleep. And Jarl desperately wants Haya to sleep because he's feeling protective of him. Jarl also desperately wants to take at least a short rest, but ideally a long rest. Jarl's at 35 out of Haya is at 35 out of 51 hit points, and Jarl is at 20 out of 46 hit points.
Can you say those again? Sorry.
Jarl is 20 out of 46 hit points, and Haya is 35 out of 51 hit points.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I can't wait to see most of you on Saturday. Matthew, we can't wait till you can join us. That'll be a lot of fun.
Next time. Yeah, totally.
Next time. All right. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
I sent you a message, Ren. I rolled for what overcoat you got.
Fantastic. That's perfect, man. Now you've got me thinking, well, I guess I'll have to negotiate this with Berfa, but there's another ability that I'm looking at now that I'm like, if I kept this weapon, this thing would be stupid. And maybe I should take that discipline. That discipline also lets me just make fucking golems. So there's never not a usefulness to making golems, right?
Golems.
Is it golems?
I would say golem.
Golem. Okay, so you have picked up Verfa's overcoat. Verfa has not noticed because Verford cannot see you yet.
I'm a bit busy.
I have an overcoat? What?
I presume you had like a cloak or some sort of blanket thing that you would put over yourself to warm or to sleep with. So I presume most people have that. But
well, you'd think so. Yet Balgair's the only one with a plaid. So
Balgair's like it's you could do so many things with it. You can wear it as a hood. Alrighty. So you can all regather yourselves.
Yeah.
I can cast Cure Wounds twice.
Oh, okay.
I will.
If we want to use up the spell slots.
What a bizarre fucking weapon that is.
You're just like looking at this weapon like, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, it really left me with more questions than answers because now I'm not sure if it doubles damage or if it stores damage, and both of those are like one of them is hilarious with lethal strike, and the other one is just hilarious with lethal. Actually, both of them are just hilarious. I don't want to think about what happens when I do a 7 power point lethal strike, get 7d10 while holding the dagger, and do like fucking 40 damage to myself.
Yep.
It's just a great weapon. Incredible. Oh, man.
But you don't know what it also does.
Yeah, I don't know what other effects it has. And if do I know if those effects affect me? I guess not.
You do not know.
It's great. Really nailed it here.
And I've written what it does down, so don't forget it. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you're in the aftermath of this battle. The artificer may roll perception if he wishes, if you are trying to hide your blue blood spilling out of your chest.
Yeah, and attempting to kind of walk off in the direction of like over to the left, just trying to head this way. I've got some water in a water skin. I'm gonna wash it off.
Okay.
Balgair will stumble through the darkness looking for a fire. Is there a campfire?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I like
Yeah.
that answer.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. So
Right.
Fairfoot would obviously head towards the rest of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll roll a perception just for the narrative of it, right?
All right. All right.
Yeah, we filed.
14.
14.
Well, unless I have, do I have something? I mean, I don't have any kind of proficiencies unless I. Oh, what was the what did we decide my eye does?
Doesn't it look at rock and things to see if it is old
It's
or if it was made magical or something like that?
yeah. So well, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's crafted metal or stone, and it tells me some kind of magical property thing. Let me see
Okay.
if I can find it.
If it was
We
made
can
if it
do
was
some looking.
if it was made magical or like
Right.
if there's a spell on it, I think.
Did I roll? I believe I did roll for. I should have that written down somewhere.
Roll for like a stealth or a sleight of hand, I guess maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
Hmm?
Yes, I believe the particular origin I have means that you would find there would be metal involved.
All right.
So if metal qualifies, then that would be.
Now,
I kind of imagine.
is it?
I'll tell you what I imagine if you figure it out.
Is it exposed? I guess it would be exposed. Like you took a lot of damage from bird goring. So I imagine that maybe it's exposed a little bit more now that, but before it was covered with organic material that wouldn't be applicable.
Advantaged perception check to learn how long ago metal or stone was forged and whether it was made magical.
Would that? How does that work with the dark vision stuff?
He has dark vision.
Does he have dark vision?
Yeah,
oh, you do? Okay,
he's a
cool.
dwarf.
I thought
He's
you
a
were the
dwarf.
one who didn't. My bad.
Dwarf.
Yeah, he's a dwarf.
So if even still, if it was all it would add is advantage. So it was 14. So I'll just roll another one and see what.
Okay.
And it was 5. So 14 it is.
So if you would like to do like a sleight of hand or stealth to kind of see if you can slink away without showing your like piece of whatever.
I can do that. You see what I have that would be beneficial to that. Nothing other than just I could do mystical recovery. We're gonna sleep after this, right?
Maybe.
Sure as hell hope so.
Yeah, so I'll just
burn
the last.
What are you talking about?
3 of my psi points to do mystical recovery, which is a just class ability that turns power points into HP.
Okay.
So it only
can you turn PowerPoints into PDF? That's what I'm asking.
That's the hard part, right? Annotated even.
How did you know that my actual race was was Microsoft Office file?
You're Clippy. He's Clippy.
I'm Clippy. That's the trick, guys. You nailed it. No, it just so what you would see like on the front end, which I'm now turned away from them, where the gashes are. The gashes would just kind of start to close up a little bit on their own, but it's really only like 3 HP.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have enough power points to heal it all back. Mystical recovery is just awful. I don't know why you would ever convert your power points into. Why would it's like turning spell slots into HP? Why would you do that?
Why would
I feel like I need an ability where I can convert my hit points into like hit points of others.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool because like I didn't take any damage during that whole cluster.
But let me roll that stealth check.
Yeah.
You want me to roll? Yeah, stealth. Okay, so that is. Oh, it's bad. That would be 6. All things considered.
So what I'm thinking is Verfa, rather than just like X-ray visioning you, he kind of comes around and he's walking maybe a little bit faster than you are, like you're trying to get away, like turn away, put this overcoat over you and try to scuffle. And he's like, hey, that's my coat. So he's paying more attention to you. So maybe he catches, not necessarily full frontal like, oh, you're bleeding blue, because maybe you've gotten that cleaned up by this point with using the overcoat, which is probably going to get like drenched because you're probably going to go try to clean it in something. But he
In
does.
the worst case scenario, I just burn it.
You're like, I don't know what happened to it. I just it's fine.
It fell into the lake. I'm sorry.
But what he does pick up is he gets like a thing with his eye that goes like, this metal was made magical, and you're like, metal?
Like, well, he knows how long ago too, right? So he would get that it's metal that's made magical literally like right before the shattering.
Yeah. So, oh, hi, Kimmy. So that's what you pick up, just kind of looking, so you don't quite, your regular eye doesn't perceive too much of this besides from the coat, but your ersatz eye or whatever it is picks up something, and you're like, wait, I'm looking at him and it says there's metal? Like, I've never seen that before. So it's probably due to the fact that, you have some cuts and things that expose the metal. So that is what you get.
I like to think of the look of it. You know how the FMA homunculi have that like layer of flesh and musculature, and then it gets into like that kind of stuff. I like to imagine it kind of that way, in the sense of like, maybe instead of flesh, maybe there's a layer of flesh, but beneath that is something like have you guys seen like the coiled like arms that people have made, like fake fists that researchers have built that are made up of tightly coiled metal that works like like that, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what Verfa sees. Verfa can follow through on that if he wishes or not.
Yeah, so he's gonna take one of his, now that there's a fire made. So I'll be standing here. So he'll just standing there, he'll just take out one of his cigars and just, still trained on blood, just reach out and light it and bring it up to his mouth. And then all he's gonna say is, "Can I have my coat back?"
Just give me a minute, all right, dear. I need to borrow it for a second.
Sure. And he's at this point he assumes you have to like go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander off. Is there like a stream nearby?
You could probably find, maybe not a stream, but like a puddle or something, like a
Well, that just looks bad. That looked like a real ass taking his nice coat and washing it in a fucking puddle.
It's Verfa. It's not a nice coat.
Yeah, it's not. It's.
It probably has like more grease on it than shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you might be able to find, like, it probably rained. I would thinking it's rained recently enough that you find a clean, like maybe like a rock pool that's full of clean water.
Create destroy water.
Pull it off. Take my water skin out. Roll that over it. Try to wash it in the puddle.
How soluble?
By the way, is like, when I pull it back up and look at it, is like the blue stuff even visible since this thing is like coated in grease already? Or does it just look like more shit on the coat?
When you kind of look at it like dry and you're trying to like get a look at it, like maybe you're trying to use some light from the moon or something, you can definitely tell that there's like blue on it because it kind of does a little fluorescing, but as you wash it, it kind of gets diluted, and so it just kind of turns into this like splat that someone might interpret as a dark blue paint.
Oh, this is great. So it's just not working at all.
It's like when you try to like if you get blood on a white thing and you're like, oh, I gotta clean it off, and you're like running water under it, it just becomes pink. And then eventually it goes.
And then the whole thing is covered.
Yeah, and you're just like, well, this didn't work. That's kind of what happened.
I'm definitely gonna think about burning it right now.
You're just like staring
at it.
Whilst
that's going on, Balgir will turn to Verfa and motion towards the remains of one of the manticores that he's put over the fire, and he'll say, "You ever eaten one of these before?"
I'd say that I have.
Aye. Well, it's meat, you know. Can't go too far wrong with meat. That's for sure. Probably should have just eaten those wee daft birds, eh? But
that's what I would have suggested. Yes.
But something about a manticore. It's kind of like a wee bit of all things, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
that's one animal.
yeah. I mean, they're carrion, so they can't taste very good.
What, they carrying?
Yeah. The Manticore would taste better, I would think.
Aye. Totally. So I guess I should explain. I may have said whilst I was drunk and feverish about those birds. Basically, I watched them just eat the heart out of somebody I can't, somebody I know, somebody I like, somebody I loved, and I watched a whole bunch of them come down and just peck away, just peck away. And the worst thing about it was, didn't need to happen. Absolutely could have been avoided, but oh well. Aye, that's what the whiskey's for.
Yeah.
Long puff on the cigar.
Or it's more like
You
this.
think-
Smokadars like that, not like this. I don't know. I don't smoke cigars.
How attached do I think Verfa is to this coat? Does he wear it very often, or does he just carry it around?
I will tell
Let's
you
not
that
hold on. Yeah.
the trench coat in my character picture I'll tell you he's very attached to it.
Damn it. Okay. Well,
He will
So,
notice that it
that
is clean.
So that
he's
coat
gonna
you're
notice that
always
it's
wearing,
blue.
I see that Lud's wearing it now. No trying to, no stirring the pot or anything. I'm just sort of wondering, what's that about? You lend him your coat?
Well,
I
it
would be
was
like I played.
so above table, right? It was I left it in the tent, right?
Yeah, you left it in the tent. You were sleeping before. You might have like shrugged
Yeah.
it off as you went.
Right.
Wandering back over here and just throw it into his hands and say nothing.
And I will hold it up.
Just look upset.
And looking at it, I'm gonna turn it over so that I can see the outside of it, so not the inside where the blood would have been. And I'll say, "My God, what have you done to my map?" Because all of the stains that were on the coat were, carefully placed. It was his map of his travel from his home to where we are now. Right? And he's constantly, burning stains into it and things like that. So what looked like, just smatterings of stains, they're all, and so cleaning it was a problem. He doesn't even notice necessarily that the thing is blue.
Just gonna look at him and just see like, well, I bled on it, so I cleaned it.
Just shake his head.
All right, next time I bleed on your coat, I won't clean it.
We preferred.
I don't know how to take you wanting my blood on your coat forever, but I'm gonna take it as not personal and try not to be creeped out by it.
Let's like I try to do something nice, but you do you, boo. I'm gonna go over
What
here.
am I supposed to say at this point? Like how do you negotiate this?
I'm just glad I'm not responsible for the group's drama this week. Hey, hiya.
It's like I still got 2 big gashes in the front of my damn body, and I can't do anything about that because like I don't have anything to cover it up with. So I'm just like kind of trying to hold my arms like this and trying to hold the shirt together.
You're like, yeah, how's it going?
Let's do a what kind of check would I do? Like if I was doing okay, so this is maybe a 2-parter. So I'm gonna try to do a history check, as well as whatever you would have me do if I was like painting a painting.
Okay.
And I will use my whatever tools, some kind of tools, and attempt to sort of correct my map from memory, as good as I can.
Okay.
So immediately I'm going to hang it up probably on this pillar so that I got some good, firelight.
Like, that's him for the rest of the night, I'll look at Lud. That's him for the rest of the night.
It'd be great if you
That's
just
him.
went I am not doing any. I'm not going to sleep. I'm just going to remake this map. And you take like.
Yeah, he might. He might.
So he said if he's going to go do this, Louvier is going to go put his hand on his carefully try to put his hand on his shoulder while still holding the shirt together and just say, "You said everything was burned in. Is that right?"
Well, it's a mix of things. Some of them are, rubbed in wine stains. Some of them are blood stains. Some of them are burned in, scratched
Do you
with.
have how do you tend to burn them in again? Do you have a way, or is that something you need help with?
Well, the burns obviously are burnt, but it's the stains and things like that. So now he's going to try to just scratch in.
He's gonna get like Manticore
recreate
drippings,
the stains.
Manticore drippings, and kind of like splotch it.
Yeah. So he's got to recreate the stains, the ones that were washed away.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Roll me an intelligence check. With, just get with your proficiency because you've seen this coat hundreds of times and you've made it.
Right. All right. That is not good. Okay. So 2 + 6 is 8. Plus 2 is 10.
Okay, so that's 10. So, it's going a little bit slower. It kind of eats into your time a little bit to sleep. If you roll again, we'll see if you actually get so focused that you stay up the whole night thinking about it and trying to recreate it.
All right. So what am I rolling now?
Roll the same thing.
Okay. Oh, that's better. 15 plus 6 is plus 2 is 8 is 23.
Okay, so yeah, so you get slow. I think what's gonna happen is everyone else will go to bed, and the fire will be extinguished, and you're like, okay, and then you're kind of like, oh wait, oh yeah, I remember. Here was the moss, and this is bioluminesced over here. So it
Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Kind of, yeah.
Balgir just woke up after sleeping for probably 48 hours or something. So he is raring to go. He's got his Manticore. He's still got that whiskey from the shack. There's no reason, and he's got entertainment. The dwarf is drawing stuff, and he'll probably muttering. Balgir will hear mutterings. From Verfa of oh, something goes here, something goes there, and then he'll be trying to put it together, the stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of an evening. But of course, and yeah, Balgir will try and stay up as long as Verfa does. It's that kind of.
Do you proficiency in sewing, Lud?
Sewing? No. Of course not. No. I mean, I have a disguise kit and proficiency in the disguise kit. So if that includes, according to whatever sewing supplies, then yes. But not sewing for practical reasons.
I imagine your disguise kit just has a women's shirt or something silly like that, and it's oh well, I guess I'll just wear this really ruffly shirt. Pick.
Would not have a women's shirt, but would have from a very old adventure right before I met Balgir, trying to get on stowaway on a ship, a ruffly pirate shirt.
So that's
I don't want to be a pirate.
So that's probably what you is in your disguise kit. It's just super roughly, maybe you're trying to pass yourself off as a well-to-do former soldier or sailor, so you have really ruffles and it looks ridiculous.
Decided, what the well, actually, now that I think about it, what would be in the disguise kit is Ludvier's preferred clothes, because the whole point of the disguise is inverted, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it would just be whatever the fuck Ludvier actually usually wears when he's not disguised. And I don't actually know what the fuck that is.
I like the idea of the pirate ruffly shirt. It's just in your disguise kit because you had done it before, and you look and you're like, oh no, well I could, but I don't. But So you can
We
decide
could go for that. The
decide
disguise
between.
kit could have multiple shirts. There could be
I
like
imagine.
a pirate Ludvier and a regular disguised Ludvier and a.
I feel like it
I
has
mean, we could
like
just add more
one.
identities.
Like I feel like it has like one or two ready-made disguises. So
All
like I feel
right,
like
pirate
that's
is one of them.
like a disguise kit that you had set up and went, okay, these are the disguises I have, and maybe like it would also have like makeup. That would be in a disguise
Oh,
kit.
sure, yeah, sure.
But I mean, so you're just kind of like sitting there like putting foundation on metal.
I don't think Foundation's gonna close those kinds of incisions, unfortunately.
No.
It'd be some pretty damn good down Foundation.
All right, Cunning Player's Handbook. Let me see what they actually describe what's in a disguise kit, because knowing 5e, they probably don't say.
Which book is this?
This is Player's Handbook. It should be
Oh.
by
Which
the
one has the
items.
Is it Xanathar's that has the kits and their uses in it?
Well, this one
Or is
has
that
base.
Mordecaiman's. The base ones. I know there's like an expanded.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I think there's 2 Xanathars, but Xanathar's Guide to Everything is the one that has the expanded stuff. But
Is it in This Is Your
A
Life?
pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props
okay.
to create disguises.
Fake knifes in the small props for sure. One of the ones with spring loaded. Yeah.
But I'd feel like
Very
if you're known to be like you're known to disguise yourself, that you'd have 1 or 2 costumes.
I mean, it's up to you, DM. I as far as I can tell, like, I mean, it's just going deep into the build a little bit for you guys. I have the charlatan background for false identity, which is what I've inverted it. Instead of having like a false identity I go to, I just always am using the false identity.
Yeah.
So that's where that comes from. Otherwise, I don't think I'd feel very reasonable doing this character, you know? I feel like you have to be relatively proficient to live that identity that much.
Mm-hmm. I would say that you have, you know, if you say, well, I had this for this fake identity and then I dropped it, now I'm this identity sort of thing. Like I'd be fine with you having funny ruffled shirt or just whatever Ludvier wears.
Yeah, well, I'll do some. I'll figure it out. It'll be really funny. I hadn't really considered what Ludvier's actual character would prefer to wear.
If it is
it
if it's a funnily ruffled shirt,
a hat with a feather in it.
A hat. Well, I can imagine, because if it's from your backstory sort of thing, then it would be colorful. And it would be outrageous and things.
Chesgow?
Yeah, like I feel like it would be bright and colorful, because everything before the Shattering was bright and colorful. And now afterwards, there's most people go muted, but other people go very colorful and just say, screw it. We're going colorful. So
we'll figure that one out. All right, well, I got to bounce, unfortunately, but
that is true. We'll keep it short. I don't have anything really to discuss anyway. This was just combat, so
goodbye, friends.
But Byron,
I'm gonna go work for 3 hours at a beer garden.
Oh, fun.
That's where I work. Nah, joking.
Is that where you live? That is the question.
I'm going to go.
God, I don't live at the beer garden.
I'm going to go drink beer at home for 3 hours.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to not drink beer. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But we're going to end the stream there. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're on the VOD, thanks for coming this far. So, see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
looking forward to it. Bye.